Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yes.
Right? How you feeling?
Uh, well, physically better, but
Good.
other than that, no.
School going for Zane.
Yeah, he's home today. He got sick today.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
did this start recording automatically now? So I'll
Yeah.
shut up. Okay. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I hear chatter in the background.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Aaliyah.
It's the same requirement, DEP requirement. It's not a
Will, how are you?
Good, Director. How are you?
Okay, good.
Are we letting folks in? I think there's a whole host of folks waiting in the lobby.
Yeah, unfortunately, on the rented vehicle, but unless you're in business and you're registered with the DEP, then you gotta be registered with the,
Yeah, there is. And
I'm just gonna start letting folks in. Is that okay?
that's okay.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is 2:00. James, do we have a quorum yet, or do we need to give folks another
I'm
minute?
checking it right now.
Thank you.
We have 2, 3. Waiting on 2 more. Madam Chair, we have enough folks now to have a quorum.
Okay, we can get started then.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the March 12th, 2025 Urban Enterprise Zone Authority Board Meeting. This meeting will be recorded. Please be advised that when the chair opens the public comment portion of the meeting, members of the public will be able to speak and provide comment. You must slowly provide your first and last name and any organization with which you are affiliated. Please keep your comments to the topic of the Urban Enterprise Zone Authority or program. Additionally, your comments will be restricted to 2 minutes. I would like now to turn the meeting over to our chair, Aaliyah Couch, to call the meeting to order.
Thank you, James. Good morning, good morning, sorry, good afternoon, everyone. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of this meeting has been sent to the Bergen Record and the Trentonian at least 48 hours prior to this meeting, and a meeting notice has been posted on the Secretary of State's bulletin board at the Department of State. James, could you please conduct the roll call?
Roll call will be done by calling out each department. When you hear the department you represent, please slowly and clearly say your first and last name. Department of Community Affairs.
Aaliyah Couch.
Department of Labor.
Julie Diaz.
Department of Treasury.
Aaron Binder.
Economic Development Authority. Public members, Carmen Mendiola.
Present.
William Johnson.
Here.
Douglas Schneider.
Here.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Before you are the minutes from the February 20th, 2025 UEZA board meeting for review and approval. I kindly request that the board members state their name for the record when making a motion or second. To have a motion to approve the February 20th UEZA board meeting minutes.
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Can I have a second? Thank you. James, can we have a roll call?
Aaliyah Couch.
Yes.
Aaron Binder.
Yes.
Julie Diaz.
Yes.
Ty Cooper. William Johnson.
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Great. Moving forward with the agenda, we have the executive director's report to the board, and then nine items that fall under new business. Executive Director Slaughter, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm pleased to present this report detailing our activities and our initiatives from February 20th, 2025 to March 12th, 2025. We're currently reviewing the preliminary zone development plans for Kearney and the Wildwoods, with hope of presenting them at the April board meeting. Under the category of strategic meetings and planning, our staff is in the process of working and scheduling a series of meetings with mayors, business administrators, city managers, CFOs, and coordinators for summer 2025. These meetings will discuss fiscal concerns in the zone who are not actively submitting projects and have not advanced their preliminary zone development plans. We'll also follow through with the progress of previously approved projects. Project approvals and budgeting since 2022, we have approved 349 ZAF projects, administrative budgets, along with 6 zone development plans. with one more expected to pass today. Plus, we will give us a total of 31 projects that we need to make sure that our UEZ communities put together. Finally, under the category of planning and economic development, meetings and tools, the Deputy Director, Finance Manager, and I will attend the Mayor's Commission Luncheon this Friday on March 14th, 2025. We hope, Madam Chair, with in your busy budget, that you can swing the next quarterly meeting when it's scheduled. And this is a snapshot of UEZ activities that occurred during the first quarter of 2025. We will now continue with our project proposals for consideration by the board members. To have adequate consideration for each resolution, I will read the roll call for the UEZ coordinators. We kindly request that when it's your turn to present a project, you turn on your camera. So it's the direct interaction between you and the board. Please state your name to confirm your attendance. If there is no representation, your application request will be tabled until next meeting. Asbury Park. Jersey City. Newark.
Florence Barron for Jersey City.
Okay. Newark.
Andrea Cozier McLean.
Passaic.
Ricardo Fernandez, City of Passaic.
Trenton.
Eric Maywar, City of Trenton.
Madam Chair, we could come back to the other two later in the program to make sure they are participating.
Thank you, Director. This is Sylvia Sylvie. I'm sorry I was unable to unmute myself during the roll call. This is Asbury Park. I'm here.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Newark.
We have everyone in director slot.
Yes, Andrea Cozier McLean, Newark.
Madam Chair, you might have heard it better than I have.
Newark's here.
Newark is here.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yep, everyone's
you.
here. Thank you. All right, our first item on the agenda is Asbury Park's UEZ admin budget from February 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2025 in the amount of $50,346. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Okay, this one's pretty self-explanatory, but Miss Sylvia, if you have anything you want to add, please feel free. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, board members. I hope it's self-explanatory. This is my first application. I hope I didn't overconsume the DCA staff time. They were so gracious and wonderful in walking me through this, and I thank them all for that. As you said, this is our administrative budget, which will help us to continue to promote the education of the UEZ, what it does, what the benefits are, and increase our membership throughout our UEZ zones and continue this vital aid in the upward trajectory of our revitalization here in Asbury Park. So thank you all for your consideration.
Okay. Madam Chair, you seem to be out. I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. May I have a motion for the approval of Asbury Park's proposal?
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Can I have a second?
Second, Ty Cooper.
Roll call vote?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder.
Yep.
Julie Diaz,
Yeah.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. so much for your support.
Take care. Thank you. Next up for consideration, we have two projects for Newark. The first project is Newark's UEZ West Market Cleaning and Beautification Project in the amount of $190,260. And then approval of Newark's UEZ Orange Street Streetscape Improvement Project in the amount of $90,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, Ms. McLean, would you walk us through these two projects?
Yes, so we have two projects today. The first project is the West Market Cleaning and Beautification Project, and we are requesting $190,000.
Madam Chair, we can't hear her.
Ms. McLean, could you try and turn up your volume a bit?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
Hear me now?
Here, can you give it a test one more time? Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
That's better.
If you want to turn your
I'm gonna just have to
turn
get
your
real
camera off.
close. Real
I was gonna say,
close
if you
and
wanna-
personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
um,
It's fine. Okay, so we are requesting $190,260. This project is going to provide much needed funding for consistent cleaning services and beautification throughout the corridor on West Market Street. We are also going to be installing banners along the corridor, over 100 banners, as well as planters to enhance the overall aesthetic appeal of the UEZ area. So that's the first project. The second project is the Orange Street Streetscape Project for $90,000. That project will fund a planning study that examines current conditions on the Orange Street corridor, going to provide enhancement strategies and develop an implementation plan that will support the development of a safer, more walkable, and attractive business environment for the UEZ member businesses along that corridor.
Great, thank you for that. This sounds much better, by the way. Sorry you had to get all close, but I appreciate it. Are there any questions from the board members at this time? All right, may I have a motion for the approval of Newark's project proposals?
Motion, Doug Schneider.
Have a second?
I'll second it, Carmen.
Thank you. Roll call?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder, Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
The motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Next up, we have 4 projects for Passaic. We have the UEZ Workforce Training Project Phase 2 in the amount of $100,000. We have UEZ Business Area Camera Surveillance Project Phase 2 in the amount of $300,000. We have UEZ Marketplace Project in the amount of $40,000, and then UEZ Road Construction Project in the amount of $500,000. Guys are busy. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? All right, Mr. Fernandez, could you just provide just a brief overview?
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you so very much. So the workforce housing, this is phase 2. Our first phase was extremely successful. One of the biggest certifications that came out of that is our commercial driver's license. We have a very large import-export logistic businesses within the city of Passaic, and having this type of license was critical. We've also included phlebotomy, EKG training under this phase. We hope to expand, to continue with those programs, but also expand with the health-related certifications, including hematology and cardiography. There you go. I'll get it eventually. Okay. So the program's been very successful. It's been helping our local businesses and our residents to take part in the program. For the business surveillance surveillance project. This is also phase 2. The first phase was to put them in entry sections of entering the zones. So we focused on that. And then under this phase, we're going to mix it up within the zone. One of the things that keeps coming up every time that we have surveys is the security of the area and people feeling safe shopping. And this has gone a long way in, expanding that. And also it's tied into our police department so that if there's any issues, they can address it right away. Then probably the one that I'm the most excited about is the marketplace project. This request is only for the design professionals to get it done, but this is our food business incubator that we're trying to develop. So we have negotiated a partnership with one of our larger industrial buildings that have now converted into retail space. And we're hoping to, in collaboration with them and the state UEZ, really create something sort of like a Quincy Market, Reading Terminal Square, where startup businesses can come into the area and we can help them, assist them grow in our UEZ zone. And then last but not least is the road construction project. It's actually around that area. There's several redevelopments of old industrial buildings that we're trying to make into retail centers and bring more businesses and consumers into the area. And having that road reconstruction is critical to have access to that area, as well as this, since we're 3.2 square miles, it's also adjacent to a number of our schools being built by the New Jersey Schools Development Corporation. So all in all, that whole area and that access and traffic route is significant for us to see business growth in the area. And that concludes the 4 projects. If there's any questions, I know I ran through them fairly quickly, but if you have anything you'd like to ask, I hope I can answer them.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? All right, may I have a motion for the approval of Passaic's project proposals?
Motion Ty Cooper.
Can I have a second?
Julie Diaz.
Roll call?
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes. I mean, yes, in the last 2 that I missed also. Sorry about that.
All good.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
The motion carries. Motion's
As
carried,
always.
excuse me.
As always, thank you all so very much for your time and attention on this.
Yep, thank you. Next up for consideration, we have Trenton's UEZ admin budget from January 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2025 in the amount of $152,306. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Another one of those straightforward ones, but Mr. Maywar, if you have anything you want to add, please feel free. Thanks.
Nope, I think you got it. This is the money that I'll keep us and staff and for signing people up and acting projects and, you know it all.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? All right, may I have a motion for the approval for Trenton's proposal?
I motion.
Motion, Aaron
Yeah.
Binder.
Second.
All right, roll call vote.
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you all.
Thank you. All right, last item on our agenda is Jersey City's preliminary zone development plan. It was very thorough, very detailed. Can imagine it may be difficult to sum up a 100+ page report in 3 minutes, but if you want to just hit the high levels, that would be great, Ms. Barron.
Yeah, I'll
but
just
before-
do it very, very brief.
Sure.
Madam Chair?
But before,
Just,
sorry,
I'm
one more
gonna
thing.
recuse
Before we
myself.
begin, Yep, I know you need to recuse yourself, Carmen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Miss Barron. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Thank you. We hired consultants to work on our plan, Urbanomics and BFJ Planning. Part of the effort was collecting socioeconomic and quality of life data for Jersey City, and this data was augmented by more than 20 interviews with over 45 individual elected and agency officials and representatives of the business and real estate communities. The data analysis and outreach efforts revealed a number of issues which directly inform our goals and strategies for the plan. Also, part of our plan is request for modifications to the UEZ boundaries to incorporate more small businesses, including all specific business requests and redevelopment areas. I'll just go through like some briefly. Strategic goals is enhance Jersey City's business climate throughout the city, increase the diversity of the Jersey City economy, advance Jersey City's sustainability and resiliency, and promote Jersey City as a place to live, work, and visit. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Are there any questions? All right, may I have a motion for the approval for Jersey City's preliminary zone development plan?
Motion, Julie Diaz.
Can I have a second?
Second, Doug Schneider.
Roll call.
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
If you just said
Will you-
Ty, yes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, but if you did say Ty Cooper, I'm voting yes, so sorry about that.
William Johnson,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Oh, thank you so much. I just want to thank you to the executive director and to the staff for their assistance throughout this process. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, that concludes the action items on our agenda. We're going to move forward to the public comment portion of the meeting. Members of the public, please note you can press *6 to mute and unmute yourself. As a reminder, please keep your comments limited to the jurisdiction of this entity and limit it for 2 minutes. Are there any public comments? All right, seeing no additional comments, I would like to thank everyone for their time and their participation in today's meeting. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Second,
Have a
Doug Schneider.
second. There we go. Roll call.
Third.
Aaliyah Couch,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Julie Diaz.
Yeah.
Ty Cooper,
I imagine Ty's a yes on that one.
yes, it is. William Johnson,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Close thing out, right?